Jack vs Hanayama is really here right now in Baki Rahen. A fight many of us have been waiting for, two monsters, current top tiers and my favourite characters in all of Baki. They are clashing. Jack just got done with Pickle and is ready to take out the Yakuza boy. Today you'll learn everything you need to know about this matchup, so sit back and enjoy. So the reason this fight is actually happening right now is due to a similar reason as many fights throughout Baki. The ultimate instigator, the old man Tokigawa. Similar to us as a fandom, he seems to be very disappointed with the Jack vs Pickle fight, raging out at the commentator saying it's over, and bringing Hanayama to the arena right after his fight with Pickle concluded. This highlights that Pickle and Jack's fight is indeed over so far in Baki Rahen, meaning the disappointing outcome is indeed still there and canon to the story. There is no changes. There's always the possibility that they will clash again in the future, perhaps the next time against Pickle's transformation, but for what we do know right now, Jack indeed defeated Pickle. But I did not expect Hanayama and Jack's fight to begin right now after Jack was done with that fight, not giving him any time to recover or heal his injuries, which if I'm being honest isn't that much, just these various scratches. Some I don't believe is taking away any aspects of Jack. Let's get into the talking shit between these two and the setup for their clash, which seems to be beginning in the very next chapter. So right away, we see Tokigawa say to Jack, "It ain't up to you to say when a match over," but I'm sure there'll be no complaints about it as Hanayama and Jack look at each other. Bro's instigation has been complete, the rest is up to the fighters. We see Hanayama actually congratulate Jack for his performance against Pickle, saying nice job, which is a little strange but again pretty cool to see. As a reminder, recently in Baki Rahen, we saw Jack and Hanayama's first ever interaction in the story, where Jack finally learnt about the Yakuza. Don't know how it took this long, but that's the interest and initial setup for what's occurring right now. We cut back to Tokigawa, who brings up Jack's martial art, Gao Dao, the way of the biting, and questions Hanayama once again his thoughts on it, and then we get some Giga Chat energy. He says, "Please don't mock me. I've no intention of commenting on how others do things." Once again, Hanayama the Sigma like always. But then we get some absolutely goated stuff from the cyborg, talking some shit about Hanayama. I can tell just from the way he dresses, he's not brave enough. Someone so focused on appearances could never take on Gao Dao. You love to see it from the Hanma. His confidence is unmatched and pretty deserving considering all of his performances since returning to the story. Jack has been pretty unstoppable and even being willing to fight the likes of Yudra Hanma in all their interactions we've seen as well. But of course, all this shit talking connects to Jack's beliefs, the idea of absolute strength, him willing to do anything for the sake of gaining power, him wanting everyone else to view him as strong, meaning how he looks, how he dresses isn't a factor when it comes to strength, it's all about performance. And he even says directly to Hanayama, even without biting, that he will win. I'm saying without taking a single bite out of you, I'd win. Bro is pretty much saying the iconic line to Hanayama that he doesn't even need his biting to take him out, which could actually be very possible as the Yakuza boy is a fairly inconsistent character throughout Baki. He's one of my goats, my second favorite character in the entire series, but bro takes quite a few L's throughout the series, various ups and downs, even recently in Baki Rahen where he was knocked out by this returning character, someone confirmed outright as inferior to Kosho, someone Jack recently defeated. But prior to that, we had Hanayama's insane performance against Masashi Miyamoto and of course against the sumo guys. His performance against Spec much earlier in the series was also pretty good. Those various pushing exchanges with Pickle that has the Dino Boy showing him respect, but one with quite the flawed fighting style that does limit him in many ways. We also have his interaction with Yujiro Hanma at the start of the Masashi Miyamoto arc, which could be argued as somewhat similar to Jack's interaction, where we get to see that both of these warriors are indeed respected by the ogre, something not many characters can claim they have achieved. However, before I go over key aspects of this fight to expect, do take note that Baki Rahen is once again going on break. The next chapter should be coming out around the 30th of January, meaning the end of the month. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. We have a lot to talk about in the meantime. Also, if you can't tell, check out the new merch available for you guys. Mysterious cap, mysterious beanie, and of course the shirts available already. Link at the top of the description. Thanks for all the support. So Jack saying he can win without biting is actually going to be the biggest way Hanayama has a chance in this fight, as his Gao Dao is a huge counter against someone like Hanayama, a character who doesn't block, doesn't dodge, etc. If Jack wanted to, those Gado bites would slowly whittle him down and would guarantee his victory to a degree, but claiming he can win without biting means to us, the readers, that they're going to be clashing, martial arts, brawling, all that type of stuff. But even with that said, Jack, as demonstrated in the Pickle fight, is completely locked in and will not allow Hanayama to land those big wind-up punches like many others in the series. For example, Masashi Miyamoto just standing there like an NPC waiting for the attack to hit, getting rocked by the blows and needing to use his sword while taking the fight serious to not get destroyed by the Yakuza. Jack is likely not to do a similar thing. However, with all this said, Hanayama, when using this attack, tends to have some kind of magic effect on people that stuns them. If you look at every time he's used it throughout the series, most of his opponents are just stunned by the wackiness of it and can't believe what he's trying to do, resulting in Hanayama just landing it on most of the people he fights. So at least one landing on Jack is just a guarantee and an innate ability of Hanayama, you could say, just built into the Baki world. He has to land at least one. But of course, the other thing that's going to occur is the grip stuff. We already saw him in this chapter, popping his knuckles, getting ready to go. Jack had a similar, I guess, gripping thing with Pickle as a goodbye little scene, you could say. Other times we've had these moments, it's a complete grip off, and I could imagine a similar thing beginning to start this fight, which may mean another huge upscale for Hanayama in the story. Most people are coming around and joining the right side, assuming Jack is currently the third strongest in the verse after Yujiro and Baki. If Hanayama does insanely well here, we could give him a spot around 4th or 5th, which if you can't tell already, that does mean I'm predicting Jack is going to win once again. Let me know your predictions down in the comments. I am very excited for this. Perhaps some redemption after that unfortunate fight between the Cyborg and Dino Boy. And with that, make sure to watch this video. Shout out to these mad lads, the members of the channel, and that's it guys. Peace.